Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as India. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into today's episode, where hopefully should be wrapping up the war against Pakistan. Which they have put up a good fight here. It's been an interesting conflict. Now, they certainly have, had some victories here and there. But it does look like this is the beginning of the end. I don't expect they're going to last much longer here. We could try and cut these guys off, but we'd have to take that location, so we'll just stay here, I suppose. But yeah, I do think that they're not going to last much longer at this point. Got those two divisions almost wiped out. One of them's still remaining, and he's just about dead. And so with that done, let's go and make sure these guys stay here. Just gotta think we can get this wrapped up easily. And then I think we're going to send another division over to this front. I know it's kind of far. I think it might be necessary, though. Now, some of these guys... Okay, so they're all attacking right now. We just need to get this wrapped up, essentially. How long before this guy goes? We might just go and attack down here. Just try and get these troops wrapped up. I don't know that they're actually cut off, though. Again, because I want to say... I don't know if these two are connected. I guess it depends. We have to win here, though, essentially. And they continue to advance over here, but again, this is fairly irrelevant. This whole front here. Because it's not core territory of theirs. So we just need to win over here. And then they're done. Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta take these ones, because this here is core territory, so any of these provinces helps towards getting them to capitulate. But the rest of it, all that territory they're taking from us, is irrelevant. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. We don't have a planning bonus over here, or maybe we do. We'll just delete all this and redo it. Give these guys one as well. And let's make sure he's coming over here. Alright, so barely, well, we're not even winning there. Let's have this guy take all this here. So let's help out, just make sure we don't lose there. I know we're attacking into mountains, which is never desirable, of course. Go over here. And you just need to continue taking this core territory to get them to capitulate. These guys are all cut off from supply, so it should be pretty easily to get them destroyed, though. They do have mountains, and they're not actually taking attrition, despite not having any supply. That's interesting. Can't exactly say why that is. We have only 10 divisions assigned over here. So let's go put this guy over there. I think it'll make it 11 and 11. Alright, so he should be able to take all this. We pushed it in the green there for a second. Alright, let's go and dip back on over to here, see what's going on. This guy's now cut off from supply. Excellent. So, again, just trying to win here. Winning there. Let's go and take this guy and attack. I know that's into a river province, but it's fine. And this guy's going over here, so we'll have him also. Actually, let's go and have him come over to here. And we did get computing machines, so we'll have faster research time. And we're not in 1939 yet, so won't be getting those 1939 techs just yet. There's a lot of stuff for us to get, and I think I want to do support companies next. We will do the field hospitals first. So get that knocked out, 171 days to get it researched. And just need to get our planning bonus up and our organization up in these areas before we start attacking. Because there's no open provinces over there. They're very close to capitulation. These guys are leaving here, so we'll just let them leave. Get closer to the capital without a fight. Yeah. I already know what we're going to be doing with the political power. And let's see what we want to do here. Let's go and attack this way. And just trying to get that win here. Get this done. I don't actually want to attack there. Kind of think we'll just come over here. And let's not even cover this territory, because again, it's irrelevant. And then just take these troops and give them a little planning bonus here. Because we want to push forward here, which is core territory for them. Alright, so that one unit is taking care of that guy, so shouldn't have to worry about that. And again, it's just the really low attack, which results in it taking forever for us to do anything, to get any victories. They're attacking us now, so just let them exhaust themselves is what I'm okay with. Can we get here before this guy? 1 day and 23 hours? No, sir. Alright. We'll just go and take this one. We did finish up that defense there. Excellent. Let's go and take that mountain province. Might let us get into the back here towards that last capital province there. He can't even move because his supply is so garbage. Wow. Alright, we'll move him over here then. Yeah, he just doesn't have any supply in that location. Avoiding fighting here while we can. Let them exhaust themselves first, and they are taking attrition now finally. 25% attrition, so they're going to be exhausted quite soon. Alright, so we'll just take this province then. Cut that division off. Again, just don't want to fight in these mountain provinces if we can avoid it. That's just too costly. I don't know that we'll be able to get there in time. We'll see. We'll keep it going though. And then we'll have him attack that way. Let's move him over here. And yeah, just let them exhaust themselves against us. It is concerning them taking all this territory, particularly because they might be able to get a port here. But they don't have any ports, so it's relevant. They can't actually provide supply from their capital. Surprised with just how long this attack has taken. I know a lot of these guys are attacking across rivers, and I think that's the problem there. Alright, so just about got that wrapped up. We can try and push forward here and see if he'll get there before him. Probably not, because they're crossing the river. Nope. It's raining on this territory as well. I'm sure that's causing us some issues. The bombers here probably aren't even able to do much here because the air bases are just too far away. So we're probably not even doing... we're helping out right there, so I guess we'll keep it going. They're helping in some capacity. But I almost want to send them on over to here since the air base is much closer here. But just having the planes there gives us the air superiority bonus, so that's good. Alright, so almost got those guys destroyed. Taking this one province won't be enough to get them to capitulate, nor with that one either. We're close, but not quite there. Yeah, we just got to get some wins over here, frankly. We did take that province. Excellent, but it does look like they're going to regain it. I don't think we'll be able to win here. We'll see. At the very least, we'll grab that one, though. We did cut these guys off. Excellent. Let's go and get them destroyed now. And put these guys all into this front here. See who's been pulled off. It looks like somebody's been pulled off. Oh, okay. This is the problem. That one division. Didn't mean to take him off. Now, these are all in the mountains. Again, it's just... we can win here, but... I mean, we'll attack here, but... just because this is worth a victory point. It'll help towards getting them capitulated. Taking any of these provinces helps. I think the key here, though, is just taking this. Once we take that, I think it's over. Yeah, it should be over for them. We can... no, I don't think we'll be able to get there in time, actually. Maybe. I can see. 2 days and 7 hours. Probably not. We don't have any supply. Yeah, we're not going to get there in time. I guess we could attack across the river here to lock them down. Then bring one unit over here. Yeah, that might work out if that attack can go for long enough to hold them down. I don't know. We'll just have to see. We're actually not winning here. Again, this isn't a mountain province. So it's a difficult fight. All these fights are going to be difficult because they are all in mountainous locations. We did get that knocked out. Let's go ahead and go after the next one, the improved infantry equipment 1. And I'm going to try and take this mountain province, see if we can't get up behind these guys. I don't know, this does look like a good way for us to get cut off, honestly. Yeah, looks like we're playing with fire here. Let's just go and attack in here and get this done. Just been waiting to get this guy defeated here for a while now. And this is disconnected from here, so these guys have all gotten destroyed. All the units that were there, which I don't know how many it was. It was several of them, though. But they are all completely wiped out. This guy's almost wiped out as well. But again, taking those 2 provinces won't be enough. We've got to win up here, which we were able to get that location. Excellent. That attack there was just enough to do the trick. Let's go ahead and help out here, because clearly I'm not going to win otherwise. Those 2 divisions can't do it on their lonesome. Pushing that guy back there, and that's that victory point. But the key is taking this one here, which is worth 3 victory points, and that might be enough. to get the win. We do have a planning bonus here, so they should be getting planning up while we're sitting. And I'm not sure where we're going to attack from, honestly. Might just have to attack. I'm going to have to attack in the mountain provinces. Probably this one. It's unfortunate. We can wait until we free up more units, I suppose. We did get that national focus completed. That's 100 political power and 25 experience. Excellent. We actually had enough political power to spend it before, but of course with the modifier government thing not working properly, I never know. So these are the two here that get you more recruitable population. And so we're already sitting at 751,000, but we'll be pretty good, I think, on manpower for a little while. This one requires the Mountain Infantry 1 tech, so we need to get that. We should have already gotten it, frankly. There's been so many things to get, though. We still don't have enough factories to get those research slots yet, and obviously we don't want the Civil War to happen. Could get better generals. But I kind of think we're going to go for the research bonuses. Yeah, I think that might be the best thing for us to get right now, is research bonuses. So it doesn't matter which ones we get. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't matter which ones you get here. So we can get either one of these. So just go for the one that's going to help us most, which I suppose will be the infantry weapon tech. So we'll do that. Could get this one here, Indian gentlemen officers. And I guess you have to have both of these routes here. Yeah, that helps with the leaders. I mean, you'll get a lot of leaders here, frankly. Not something we need right now. We'll just go for the experience, the tech bonus. But honestly, there's not a whole lot exciting about the focus tree, as I said before. We've got several things to do with our political power right now. First of all, we're going to do a theorist because we can actually get a doctrine. So we're going to do the land doctrine reduction and then go ahead and use our experience here to go and get the next bonus, which is going to be a plus 10% for defense and plus 10 organization for our infantry. So going to knock that out. That'll be helpful. We still have political power to spend. So let's go ahead and get the next military high command, I think. Yeah, because we're not researching ships or tanks right now. So I think it'd make the most sense to get the close air support genius, more air experience, and some close air support bonuses. Oh, it's 200 political power. Okay, so we got to save up. Let's save up a little bit. That's right, I knew that. Alright, so we need to take this location here. And we'll just have to wait until we get more troops. Get this done, perhaps. Yeah. Now, we are missing equipment. The light tanks. Let me take a look and see what happened here. What unit design do we have that needs light tanks besides the garrisons? And they have the light tanks. They have 250. Let me just make sure we're not having any issues here with the garrisons due to lack of equipment. You would think not, because I think they have the tanks they need. Yeah, they got the tanks they need. Yeah, I think it's fine. For now, anyways. So we did finish that up, so now all these troops are up on this border here. Let's go ahead and push forward over here. And just hope the troops get over there in time. Because they are about to cut us off right there. Let me see if I can't get there in time. 4 days and 0 hours. We need to get the move in like stat. Yeah, we should be able to get there, but yeah, we're definitely opened to attack right now. Trying to see where we can, we're just gonna have to wait, frankly, for those troops to get over here. But there's not a whole lot of territory left to get over here, and really it comes down to this area. That's all that matters at this point, is getting that. But we can't attack with one unit, and then one unit across the river. That's not gonna work. So I think what we're gonna need to do here is let our planning bonus get fully up to the 46%, and then attack this location with all the units. That gives you another area to attack here. I guess you can attack with this unit too, but still, I still don't think that'll work. It's just too many divisions. I mean, we can try it, but I feel confident it's not going to work. Maybe. It is sticking down. Hey, maybe it'll work. We'll try it out. We'll see if it happens. Italy declared war on Yugoslavia. Remember, Yugoslavia is communist, and therefore they could get pulled in to the Soviet faction and thus starting the war between the communists and the fascists. I don't know. We'll have to see. If they don't join the... What is their names? Union of Soviet Republics. If they don't join the Union of Soviet Republics, which we'll call the USR, instead of the USSR, we'll just call them the USR. If they don't join them, then they'll just get wiped out. And that would be really rough for the Bulgarians and the Greeks. But overall, I think the Balkans are going to follow the fascists soon anyways. So we were able to cut these guys off. They didn't even do anything to stop me on that. Wow. They're trying to reconnect it now, but we'll just thicken this up a bit. We do have troops trying to come over here, but let's just let all these guys get onto how we want to do this. Yeah, we have to defend that. I don't really want these troops. Let's see how we're going to do this. One guy can start going over that way. Somebody has to get over here. Can he get there in time? It's 1 day and 4 hours compared to... Yeah, we can definitely get there in time. Alright, so yeah, we'll have 2 guys start pushing this back a bit while he goes here. Although it looks like... Well, he's actually moving really slow. Yeah, we should be able to get there before him, even though we're moving super slow too. Alright, so yeah, they keep pushing forward here, and yeah, this is probably not the best way for them to do that. Yeah, it does look like this is going to be a loss. I expected it to be. It's not surprising. Italy just joined the Axis. Romania joined the 4th International. That doesn't make any sense. I thought we told them to go fascist. Maybe they're just not fascist yet. Alright, so, yeah, it looks like they're going to be in the communist faction. And it's probably for the best, because the communists lost Spain. So they'll gain Romania in their stead. Yeah, so it's like a switch, basically. They switched Romania and Spain, because I do expect that the fascists will win here in Spain. It appears that they're doing pretty well, and they're going to take over and get a victory there. The Romanians going over to the Soviets, the Soviet Republics of Europe and Asia. Who the hell is that? Oh, okay, it's the 4th International. Alright, so that was confusing. Because, yeah, they had a different name for that. Alright, so yeah, it is the 4th International, which has Romania and France in it. And France is at war with Italy. That's interesting. So Yugoslavia will now join the communist faction, and the war has essentially started. So France likely won't stick around for long. The Soviets and Romania are currently protected from the fascist. That could be a bad thing, though, because it might result in them not protecting their borders properly and sending troops to France. Okay, we'll have to watch and see what happens there. I'm a little worried about it. We know France isn't going to win. We do know that they'll likely get defeated. That's expected. Yeah, these battles take forever because of our low attack. Yugoslavia just joined the 4th International as expected. I'm going to try and get this attack here done. Next, we'll take this guy out and see if we can. This is into the mountains, so it's going to be a rough attack no matter what. Lots of stuff happening here. Looks like they did do that focus or whatever they do, where they pull Croatia out of Yugoslavia, creating all kinds of problems for them, cutting all these troops off over here. And so Yugoslavia is now done for. Have the Germans joined? They have. Okay, so the Germans have joined. They still have to go into the Low Countries, which they're going to be behind on their focus tree because of the fact that this is starting early, 1938. I did say, I think, last episode that I expected that it would start early, and that definitely seems to be the case. It's going to start early. All right, trying to push these guys back here, continuing to be able to take territory here without any issues. And again, this is all their core territory, so they should be protecting that. But they are moving further into our own territory, unfortunately. Gonna get this province here. This guy is now cut off. Let's go ahead and get him destroyed. Alright, so just gonna grab that territory, continue pushing over this way. And this is the main area of conflict here now, because this is where we have to take to get the win, and it's just a difficult fight. It's a bummer we have so many units in this area. And yeah, we can't even win here, because again, the mountains, and Burma succeeds. Alright, so Burma is now free. So we'll have to get our units out of here. What does that do with their units, though? That were here? Yeah, I assume those just get destroyed or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen there, honestly. Come on over here. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen now because of that. Yeah, we'll just attack over this way. Again, this whole thing's kind of messed up now. So we'll have to retake Burma. That's kind of a bummer because that was where all of our tungsten's at. And also, that's our border with Siam as well. We don't even get a war goal against them. That's unfortunate. Alright, so just pull that guy out of there. But I guess this situation's done over here. We can send these troops over this way to help us out. We finally took that province. Good God, that took forever. They're now 89% towards capitulation. We've taken 20,000 casualties. They've taken 102.4. And you just can't win right here. Let's go ahead and take any troops that are over here and give them a planning bonus. But while they're sitting there, yeah, just lots of difficulty on advancing here. Let's go ahead and push forward here. There's nobody there to stop us. Remember, taking any province helps, but particularly taking anything that's a VP. Alright, so should be able to get that win there. But yeah, these are all worth 1 victory point, so it'll help. It might not be enough. I think we'll have to take that capital. We'll have more troops free once we get this win here. I'm not entirely sure what happens with these guys. I think they just need to get into our territory so they won't be exiled anymore. Yeah, all of them are going to have to move up here. But you can't attack from neutral territory, so they have to go here, I think. They look really confused, but yeah, I think they have to go right there. I think that's their only option. Alright, so we're going to push forward here now. Get these troops wiped out. They're just kind of really passive over here. I might as well just stop this attack. That's clearly not going to work. Still winning here, just barely. Let's go ahead and have this guy help out here. Since he's really weak, that's why I really wanted to push forward there. Winning here as well. Okay. So things are slowly wrapping up. Again, took a little bit longer to get this conflict wrapped up than I was anticipating. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue pushing forward here. Get these guys destroyed. And then we'll be able to focus exclusively on this area where they saw we were about to win, so they launched their own attack here, unfortunately. And now we're set to lose. Yeah. Again, I knew that this area is going to be difficult because of the mountains. It's not where I wanted to have to finish the fight. But we have to finish up something. Yeah, and you can't even... I guess, let's let them go there. Like, it's better to fight them here in the plains than to fight them in the mountains. Yeah, we'll let them take that province. They can have it. Although I don't know if we'll be able to stop this guy from getting over there. Now, they would be attacking us across a river, exhausting themselves, and not being able to resupply that. But yeah, I want them to go here. Go here. This is a good thing. I don't want to fight them in the mountains. It's difficult to fight in the mountains. So yeah, we'll go and help out there, get this guy destroyed. But yeah, this is where we're going to have some trouble. We have a hill province here. At least that's not a mountain province. Let's go and attack here now. While they're attacking. Kind of help out. And yeah, I guess we'll just have to keep all these units here. How are we doing on getting this done? And we're even going to attack across this river here. And we're going to send these guys into the fight too. Just about done with this here, but remember they're bringing more troops here from Burma. So we'll have to slowly kind of wipe those out. But yeah, should be done here very soon. Very soon. These guys here are now cut off. Let's get them destroyed. It was a costly war overall though, I think. Alright, so going to get that unit destroyed. And we're probably pretty close. We're in the 90%, I think, at this point. Just going to let that guy go there. Remember, we want both of these units to get the hell out of there. So we're just going to let them leave. So we can take that province, that mountain province, easily. We can modify the officer corps again, but you know what we should be doing? We should be spending our experience up here. I haven't got any of these yet, and I should have been doing that. So we want to get the spirit of the academy first. And I think what we're going to do with this one is likely the bold attack. Yeah, I think we'll do the bold attack so we can increase the attack rate up. I think that'd be the best way for us to go. You can also do 1+ for planning the logistics, the 50% chance of that, since we're going to be fighting in areas that are going to have low supply. So doing that for the logistics would be pretty useful. I almost want to go that route. Yeah, because I think it would be really useful for our generals to have higher bonuses to the supply consumption. I don't really care so much about the planning bonus, though. I guess we already have some generals with pretty decent bonuses there. I think we're going to do the attack, though, because I think it'd be useful. So yeah, we'll do the bold attack. And once we get 35 experience, which we're almost there, we'll go ahead and get another one here. I should have done those before I was doing the doctrines, just to get them knocked out, because they're cheap. We still have to modify our army corps. I haven't done this yet. That's right, we were waiting for the 200 political power to get the close air support genius. And so now we've gotten that, so the air experience will go up faster, and overall our planes should be better over here as well. And we do have an air base over here. Now I think we're currently assisting that, so might as well let them finish it. But let's get these guys moving over here to help us out, although I think supply could end up being an issue here. Especially if we put them where they can go up in this area, but we need to get this taken. That's going to be the key to winning. When's this guy get out of here? One more day. Almost got that unit destroyed. Also, it looks like there's an opening here. So let's go ahead and push forward. And we'll lock them down real quick. Grab that, get those guys cut off. Almost got that unit destroyed there. So just waiting here. There we go. Beautiful. Let's get the hell out of here. Grab that mountain province. And then we'll destroy these units after we've gotten the mountain province. Just about to lose here, man. So we're gonna need to send another unit there. Could do an attack here to see if that'll help, but they're attacking from multiple locations at this point. Oh, nope, we're sending him over there. Yeah, just trying to help out. I mean, we're about to win right there. I gotta stay here for now since they've taken that location. And I don't know where that division came from. Not entirely sure, but Greece just joined the 4th International. Let's just take a peek, see what's happening over here. So the Italians have lost a little bit of territory to the French. The Germans can't push forward here because they don't have the Low Country war goals. This is allowing France to just defend on the Maginot Line and push forward against the Italians. Though it does look like the French have lost a little bit of Corsica here. Of course, you know, as we expect in the Balkans, the fascists are winning, but now they'll be getting assistance from the Greeks, so that'll help. Alright, so yeah, that's currently what's happening. It looks like I had forgotten about the Hungarians. The Romanians were not safe, and the Hungarians are actually pushing forward. Okay, so communists are at war, and we're not even remotely close to being communists ourselves. We're at 13%. So we're still going to be quite limited until we switch over. Out of all the places they can attack, they're attacking across the river. Seems kind of foolish to me, but sure. Have fun there. And we are still winning here. We might be able to get it. Yeah, I think we might be able to win there. Alright, so this guy is going back to that location now. Remember, we got that red army that's shooting across here as well. Most of them are still trying to get this unit here wiped out. Alright, excellent. So now they'll come over to this location. That might be too many troops. That's a real possibility. I could be exhausting the supply over there. I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and start attacking over here now, where we can attack in plains. Plains territories, guys. So this will be a little bit easier, though there are rivers here, so that's one problem. You have to attack from this direction to be able to do well. Yeah, still winning there, so that looks good. Just about got that guy destroyed. Got these units here cut off. So I guess we'll send another unit into it. And then have this unit here support that. keep all these guys over here for now. And as far as where they capitulate, or when they capitulate, 96%, 141,000 casualties for them now. A lot of Pakistanis died in this, what I would say, a misguided conflict. They thought that we were not going to fight to keep this territory. The Red Army is already over here. Those rails worked very well. Rapidly moved across there. We're going to go ahead and attack over this way. I know we're currently defending, but I'm just trying to get this done here. We're so close to grabbing that, and that's over. Once we win there, then it's a wrap for them. All right, let's go ahead and have these guys stay here and attack. And we'll bring even more troops. And we'll just attack across this river. It's fine. So we have taken that, and thus we have forced their capitulation, which we are going to annex all states. And there we go. The war with Pakistan is finally over. All right, so it took a little while. We did lose all those troops they gave us. All right, that's unfortunate. So yeah, we didn't get to keep them. Though I suppose that's not surprising. So our next war is going to be over here against Burma. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the troops over here, though we might end up having the Civil War first. That's a real possibility as well. Yeah, that's a possibility. We'll have to see. But for right now, let's go ahead and send these guys over here so I can see what the supply situation looks like, if we're going to need to improve anything over there. We might have got a bunch of equipment from them, and we're doing all right on the infantry equipment now. And yes, the light tanks have become an issue. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this unit here and change it over to... I'm not really seeing any that are... Obviously, you don't want to use that one. I suppose we'll use the district garrison and then take a look at their design and see if there's anything we can do to improve that. We don't have MPs, so really just having infantry over here is fine. We could also design a cav division too, because they're the best at this. We don't have that yet though, so we'd have to wait. I don't really want to design that right now because we're using experience for other things at the moment. Let's go ahead and put these. Again, I don't want to train up here because I expect we'll lose that location in the Civil War. I guess we'll just keep them deploying here. And we should be able to build another unit or two. Now we can get quite a few units. We're actually doing fairly well on the infantry equipment. So we're going to deploy those, get them added into this army, and they'll all just be training on the front here when they get there. Alright, so everybody will move on over to there. And we'll see how the supply situation looks in that area. I expect it's going to be bad. Now we do have to get this back into our control. That'll be 2 days. We can go and speed this back up to speed 5 now. And also, we don't need to have that area. So yeah, we'll take a look. I assume, again, that supply is going to be horrible. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set these guys up now. And let's just give them a little icon here. And we will set them to use the best motorization here automatically. Again, I do expect supply will be exhausted there, but we need to test it to see how bad it is and what we need to do to improve it. So we finished up that civilian factory finally. Took us a really long time to get that done. I feel like we lost civilian factories besides just the Burma ones. I don't think we had that many over there. Maybe. Yeah, we unfortunately have only gotten weaker over the course of the campaign so far. Alright, so we're going to build, I guess, 2 more civilian factories. Yeah, we'll build that next military factory. But yeah, we'll get 1 more set up as well. Just in one of these 60% locations. Alright, so go ahead and get all these guys over here. I didn't do this yet. We want to go ahead and pick one of the Spirit of the Armies. As far as which one, I think we're going to end up getting maybe the Officer Corps. We could also do Proper Heritage since we're going to use the Cav. That'd give a plus 5% cavalry attack. Also, you get less supply combat penalties when you're on court territory. That only works on court territory though. Might want to go ahead and get the Officer Corps for the land doctrine costs. Yeah, I could see that being useful to do. And it's interesting that we're not getting any bonus from our ideology. I guess non-aligned doesn't have any bonus there. Yeah, I think that's what's going on there, is non-aligned doesn't have a bonus. Because I think there's usually a sixth thing here, but I think it's due to ideology, as that wouldn't unlock yet. Could also do the elevated engineer corps. We don't have railway guns though, and I don't know if we'll be able to get them. We'll try to get them. We got to research them. Obviously, tech is a problem, but the lack of the military factories is also an issue. And if we do get them, I don't think it would be justified getting the elevated engineering corps just for that. Entrenchment speed's nice, but yeah, I think what we'll do is the officer corps, so we can get the land doctrines for cheaper. Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's have a little bit of army experience, guys. Alright, so it looks like all the troops are over here, so we can now take a look and see just how bad the supply is. It seems like only this area right here is where they're exhausted. As far as like if we're taking attrition anywhere though, it's hard to tell because all these troops are training. I don't think so. I think it's only the training troops that are taking attrition. I think everybody else has supply. Well, there is some supply issues. Okay. Yeah, definitely some supply issues. I think that's due to a lack of supply hubs in the area. Yeah, it seems to be a lack of supply hubs. Do we want to actually build a supply hub, though, with how long they take? They take a really, really long time to build. And so I don't think I want to do that. So we might just pull some of the troops off, I think. Put them somewhere else. And we might end up having the civil war before we have the war with Burma. We can justify a war goal, though. Because the world tension is high enough. So could start working on that. Because the communist support, we need to get that much higher before we'll be ready to do the civil war. So yeah, I think we'll do the war with Burma. We take a look at how much this would cost. 29 political power, we have it. It's going to be 145 days, so might as well start it now. So yeah, let's go and start that. And we'll get it on the 5th of April, 1939. It's going to take a while, guys. We did get the new tactical bombers, so we'll want to get those building. And I believe we're done with planes. Yeah, for a while anyway. Might want to get heavy fighters eventually. I don't know, though. Production is going to be an issue. We're already working on the fighters. We have bonuses for the fighters as well. Not close enough to 1939 for those techs just yet. But I'm going to go and get the mountain infantry now, guys. I want to get that knocked out so we can start training those. Also, one of our focuses is tied to getting that tech. So yeah, we'll let these guys train up over here. 3 units still need to train. And supply is short, but it's 88%. That's not bad. We did finish up that focus. That's a research bonus for infantry weapons. We already have the truck tech, right? I believe we got that already. Yeah, we have a research bonus. I think that'll be applied to mechanized, which we're not getting that, or at least not anytime soon. I suppose support artillery would make sense to get. This gives you a free infantry unit. Yeah, might just go after the artillery research bonus next. Could also get this here. This gives you the paratrooper tech. That's interesting. I'm not entirely sure what it does with Italy. It's like an event tied to them, and they're going to get bonuses, though. So I don't know if we want to do that. It does give us a tech, though, so that's nice. Again, not really too concerned about dockyards here. I don't think that's where our focus should be. So we'll just continue to get the research bonuses, guys. And, we want to get those 50 factories to get here, so you have to get all this first. So you got to get down to this location. So let's get... Do you need both of these? Yeah, you're going to have to get all 4 of these. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the artillery bonus in. Support artillery. That'll give us 10 army experience as well. All right, excellent. So now we're just letting it fly on the speed 5. Try and make as much progress as we can here. You see that we're lacking both trucks and trains right now. So I think that's the problem, is we don't have enough trucks here. The United States has declared war on the British Empire already. All right, so the United States is now at war with the Axis. And so they're going to be helping our side out, essentially. You know what? They might actually join our faction, won't they? Yeah, because there's no Democratic faction for them to join. Yeah, I didn't really want that to go down that way. Huh. Yeah, I was hoping that they would join the war really, really late. Because again, I was assuming the war would start when it typically does, around 1939 or so. And yeah, I was thinking they would join. You know what? They might not join the Comintern. I don't know. We'll see. The Fourth International. We'll see. I hope they don't. That's not how I wanted that to go down. I suppose you could pull them out by event. Now, I didn't think that the communists would go to war with the Americans. I did think that they would mostly be at war with the fascists, since Canada and Mexico would be fascists, and Mexico would be expanding into the Americas, which would piss the United States off as they expanded further into Central America, took over all Central America. That caused Americans to go to war with the Mexicans. So I knew that America would go to war with the fascists, while maybe not going to war with the communists, since I don't know who would start that conflict with them. So they were always probably going to be at war with the fascists and not the communists. That was always a potential thing that might have happened. But I didn't want them to join the faction, though. Well, I guess you got Spain that... Yeah, but then we got Romania. But I guess Romania is going to be defeated, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. I suggest us getting this war goal here. I don't know what you guys think about the Americans. They might not join, though. It seems like they're not going to. Maybe because it's a communist faction. We do have that research bonus. I kind of want to use it for this one here, though, rather than this one. Because this one's a more expensive tech, so you're getting more days taken off. It is a little bit ahead of time, though. And if we're going to do anything ahead of time, it would be an industrial tech. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go after the Concentrated Industry 3. I know we have that research bonus, but it's fine. We don't have to build that equipment right now. Let me just take a look, see what our factories are currently doing. Okay. That's what we're currently working on. Getting that infantry equipment built up. I never did get the tactical bombers going, so we'll put that underneath the close air support. We're still short on the artillery and the anti-air right now, unfortunately. And I'm not sure what we're going to do for the last military high command, because I think we're going to train somebody up. I don't really want any of these guys. So I think we'll train a general up for this position. Yeah, we'll likely just leave it blank for now. You could put somebody there. But I mean, it's not really all that helpful. You get a little bit more air experience or naval experience, but yeah, I don't think we're going to do that, guys. I think we're just going to wait, because there's other stuff we can spend political power on. So we might put a chief of navy in there so you can kind of get navy experience going, I suppose. Improved worker conditions would be helpful as well. So could end up doing that right now. Let me see what all we have available. Of course, we could use this to build the supply hubs. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think the problem here is the lack of trucks and trains. I think that's what's causing us issues there, not the lack of supply hubs. It might be. It's hard to say. We haven't gotten an agency here. I don't think that's a priority, guys, with our civilian factories, with how short we are. We lost all that tungsten here, so now tungsten is a problem. You know what I think we're going to do, guys? Let's save our political power up to the 150. And there's two options here that we could do. I could either go and switch out our political power gain advisor, since we don't need political power as much as we did in the beginning, and switch them over to the popular figurehead to increase stability. 15% stability would be pretty useful. That'll get us more political power. It'll get us more civilian factories, dockyards, all that kind of good stuff. So I think that would be helpful. So that would be one option. The other option that we could do is switch over to partial mobilization, which gives some great bonuses, of course. The problem is I'd prefer to just, I mean, you're spending a total of 300 political power. It'd be better to just go straight to war economy. But we got to get to communism first. And so that's an issue. So I think what we'll end up doing is maybe this one here, switching him out. Because the political power is not as useful now. There's not as many things to do with it. But yeah, we could also do the improved worker conditions. But if we're going to do that and spend, what is it, 150 political power on that? Or, yeah, it's 100 political power for that. It'd be better to just go ahead and get the 15% stability. That puts us almost at 100%. So yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. So I think that would be the better option for us. Now, it looks like they don't have any troops here. I wonder how many they'll get built before the war starts. It's hard to say. But yeah, we'll have to see if they're able to get troops done in time for the conflict. Now, we do have these planes flying overhead. We shouldn't be doing that. We should be training these instead. I don't think they'll be able to reach over here no matter what I do. Yeah, they're probably not going to reach over there. Let's go and move these over to here, and then we'll let them train up. And we'll probably just put them into the same air wing, honestly. Yeah, just get rid of this. Yeah, just move them over here. And then let them train, although they can't do that yet. Oh, they're already fully experienced. We're just going to put them up to the full 100. They'll eventually get them. We have a factory building them now. And then go and get them training. We got that artillery research bonus. Oops. Excellent. So let's go ahead and go after the revive the screw guns. It says it enables a mountain gun. Now, I got this in my little test playthrough, and I don't know what the hell it was. At first, I was thinking of something for the tanks. But yeah, I couldn't find anything for it. So I'm not entirely sure what the mountain gun is. But you do get the artillery and anti-tank mountain movement bonuses, so that's helpful. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the mountain gun is. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments. But let's go ahead and knock that out next. Because again, just not ready yet for the Civil War. Communist support is nowhere near high enough at this point. So I'll go ahead and get that. Are the Soviets at war with them? They are. Okay, so yeah, they're coming down there to help out. They'll likely have troops in Romania and Yugoslavia. France is facing invasion from the British Empire, so that's where they're going to get hit, looks like. Yeah. So now they're in trouble. And they're being pushed back by the Italians as well. So they didn't have to go through the Low Countries to defeat France. And it doesn't look like the Americans will join the communist faction, so that's good. I don't want them to. I thought they might not because of them being democratic and it being a communist faction, but I wasn't sure. So Bulgaria is now in the communist faction, so they can come help out, which is good because they're going to be on their border soon. We got those field hospitals, excellent, so we're going to want to add those to the division designs. And let's go and get the logistic companies as well. Going to really start knocking these out. I know that we have production techs to get, but I really want to get these added. I think it's good if we get it done. So let's go and get the field hospitals and save that. Obviously, that's going to require a lot of support equipment that we don't currently have. So it's going to put us down there. Let's go ahead and pull back from the infantry equipment in that case and put it into. I mean, we need trucks. That's a priority too. I guess we'll do trucks first. Although I think that factory went into the tactical bombers, didn't it? Yeah, it did. All right, that's fine. We have another military factory currently building, as well as another civilian factory. All right, so yeah, we just keep on knocking those out. We got the 150 political power, so let's go ahead and switch out him and change him with the popular figurehead to get the stability up. So that's going to get us up, I think, to 15% factory output and dockyard output. What more political power? So yeah, we'll take a look. No, it gets you up to 20% if you're at 100%. So we're at 18% now. That's a 6% bonus. So yeah, that'll be helpful. That allows us to produce equipment a lot faster. Stability is absolutely fantastic. We're doing great now on the stability at 97%. That's not bad at all. Now we're not at war, of course, so we're not getting that penalty. So what's happened over here? The fascists have won. Okay. So yeah, the fascists are wrapping up the rest of Spain here. France is done for. They're losing territory very rapidly. Here the front is a little bit more back and forth, or at least not being pushed back as quickly. Yeah, so Spanish Civil War is just about done, guys. There's 2 provinces left there. Yeah, so France will be knocked out here in mere moments. And yeah, I feel like we're just sitting on the sideline, not helping. Can we provide volunteers? So we might want to do that. We don't have 30 divisions. Yeah, we only have 14 divisions, so we can't send volunteers. And it says that we're not allowed to do it anyway. Okay. Probably because we're not communists yet. We're still sitting at the non-aligned. France just capitulated. So they're done for now. The Germans barely did anything in that. It was the British and the Italians that did it, though I suppose German divisions could have been on the Italian front. And the Spanish Civil War is over. And do they have a faction here? Yeah, the United States just started a faction, the American Union. All right, awesome. So no worries about them joining the communist faction. Excellent. Canada's not yet in a faction, neither is Mexico. So they're not actually fighting over here. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing then. Maybe taking out all the little colonial territories here. Well, the war is ongoing in Africa as well. It looks like the French are going to lose here. Now, they have had success in Libya against the Italians. But yeah, it does look like they're probably going to lose here in Africa as well. I expected the fascists to win here since the Italians and British were going to be allied. So I did expect that the fascists would take Africa over. Japan's still pushing forward against the Chinese. Slow process, but they're doing it. But I guess what we could do now that the Americans have a democratic faction and the communists have their faction, Fourth International, we could now have the Japanese join the Axis. One issue with that, though, is that would result in Japan going to war with the Americans before they might be ready. So that's one thing to consider. So you might want to wait on that until the Japanese actually go to war with the Americans, to not force the Japanese into a war when they're still, heavily engaged in this Chinese conflict. I think it would hurt them more than help. Because I don't expect the Axis to be pumping troops to the Pacific right now when they have the communists in Europe to fight. So I don't think that's the best way to go, honestly. We do have a civilian factory. I feel like we have to get more military factories. We are so short on the military factories, and I hate not being able to build over here, but again, I do expect we'll lose that in the Civil War, and so I don't want to build military factories where we're not going to be able to keep them. So we'll just build it over here and watch the Civil War. We lose this territory here. And now I want to say that and I could be wrong, I want to say that British Raj, or whatever happens, which is usually the British Raj in the Civil War, but it might not be the case this time since we're not a British subject anymore. I don't really know what's going to happen in the Civil War. But I was expecting that this would all go to them, because that's what happened in my test campaign. And so they'd get this territory here. And so I'm hesitant to build there for that reason. As far as the supply, it's much better here now. Maybe because of the trains. Yeah, we don't need as many trains now. We're actually 100% there. The trucks we're a bit short on, though. Yeah, 82% on the trucks. But I think that's improved the situation here, so we're looking pretty good there. So unfortunately, that will have to be the end of today's episode. We did finish up the war with Pakistan, and next episode we'll be doing, because I think we'll get this tomorrow. I guess we can let it play until tomorrow. So yeah, the mountain gun. I don't know what the hell this is. And I looked at tanks and I couldn't find it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get the focus selected real quick. Let me see if there's anything new. There's nothing new for us to get. It looks like you do have to have all these here already to get that one. So we'll continue working on that. We'll get the Army Mobilization next, which is a research bonus that isn't really going to help us right now. But we're going to knock it out. And yeah, we can go and declare war on Burma. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. As that's what we're going to be doing next episode. We're going to be pushing forward into Burma here. And we'll go ahead and stop the training here and go and just put them into that, just so we get the bonus for having air superiority. So we're going to put them over there now. And we'll even do the more ground crews, because why not? We have the spare command power. And do we want to keep this guy in charge? Yes, we do. He's the Hellfighter. Also, he's now skill 4, meaning that we could give him a role here. Though there might not be anything available because he's lacking the traits. Yeah, he doesn't really have any traits to get anything here, unfortunately. So we have to wait until he finishes one of those. Organizer, infantry leader, something like that. To be able to get him a bonus. Though we might not be able to do the infantry one because I think we already have an infantry guy. I don't know if you can have more than one. You'd assume not, but maybe. Maybe you can have more than one. But yeah, if we can't do that, we'd have to do something else. Could do the army regrouping. That's always helpful. Army experience gain, division recovery rate. And I don't know what else he's moving towards right now that might be beneficial. You got Trickster, Commando. I don't know what all these need. Got the Invader. There's the Commando one. Yeah, I think that's what we'll end up doing, guys. Because he's not going to get skilled staff, or he doesn't have a full army right now. Probably be the army grouping or something like that. We can look at our other generals as well, and there's a level 4 general that's unlocked through a focus, so we see what traits he has too. and maybe we'll use him, because I'm just looking for somebody to be our next, our final military high command officer. Then we get somebody appointed there. Also, it looks like we could go ahead and get something here. We could knock out these. I'll look at that next episode, though, guys, because unfortunately we will have to end this one here. So we'll be invading into Burma here. It looks almost like they don't have any troops, or if they do, yeah, they don't have any divisions. So Burma will be really easy, but to get our territory back, which is going to help with the tungsten and the factories that we have here. So we'll be able to get the knocked out super easy. In fact, we don't even need to command this and just let the AI control it. Although we probably still will want to command it because they'll likely do it horribly, as they always do. They can't even, they'll send all the divisions into one province, because that's how they like to do it. Go ahead and go over here. We'll just have this guy go and race up along the coast or whatever. Yeah, because they never seem to... I mean, you put them on really aggressive, but even that won't do it. So we'll give them the initial orders here. Go and attack into Burma, get them knocked out next episode, and then the next conflict will be the Civil War once we get communist support high enough. I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.